started going to this church. I was living in Rockport, Texas. I just started going to First Baptist, and the pastor was going through the book of James, and he said this thing that just like hit me. Like, now at the time, like I was reading the Bible like voraciously. I was spending time in prayer every day. Like I couldn't get enough of the Bible. I'd read the Bible my entire life on and off, but for the first time, it was like food. And it was like just like, oh, I can't get enough of this. And and so, I mean, I'm reading through just like as much of it as I can. And I was in this men's study, and God was just really pouring into me and changing me. And one Sunday, the pastor was going through the book of James, and he said, if God is pouring into your life, you have to do something with what he's pouring in. Like you have to pour out what he's pouring in, or you'll become a spiritual glutton and turn into a Pharisee. And that really hit me. And so I was like, okay, so I'm looking for a job. What if I don't just find like, a job to support my family? But what if I find something where I can,
Get back.
Yeah, pour out what God is pouring in, right? And so, I was kind of kicking that around, and I was reading through Ephesians, and there's this verse in Ephesians. This is not most people's like life verse or anything like that, but in Ephesians chapter 4, it says, "Let him who stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands that which is good, so that he can have something to give to him who has need." And when I read that, man, it absolutely just pierced my heart. Like that hit me like not a lot. I don't know, man. It just I got like this burden to start just fixing cars for people for free, to not charge, and not just as like a little side thing. But the more I kept praying about this, it was like, this is what I need to do for a job.
You were getting the answer. You were getting the answer that this is what you are supposed to do right now.
Right. But I'm like, this is the stupidest idea in the history of stupid ideas. I'm like, I had, 3 daughters and a wife I've got to support. I'm like, there's no way this is God. I'm like, I just feel guilty over my past. I feel bad for what I've done.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.